Family wealth rarely survives past the third generation due to a silent mathematical mechanism. Blaming spoiled heirs ignores the structural decay built directly into standard inheritance and distribution laws. In the next 20 minutes, you will master everything you need to know about multi-generational wealth without relying on luck or complex venture capital. Jake pays 25% in combined taxes and probate fees on every single asset transition. Marcus protects his family capital using an irrevocable grantor trust and automated index fund velocity. Let us strip multi-generational wealth down to its bare first principles. Wealth is not a pile of cash sitting in a vault. Wealth is a self-sustaining asset machine designed to outpace inflation and administrative decay. Here is the single rule that everything runs on. Capital preservation depends entirely on the spread between asset growth and systemic friction. Repeat that rule. Capital preservation depends entirely on the spread between asset growth and systemic friction. Most families focus entirely on building capital during their working years. They completely ignore the structural friction points that await every single dollar when it changes hands. A standard family estate consists of real estate holdings, equity portfolios, and liquid cash reserves. Each of these asset classes behaves differently when exposed to statutory taxes, legal fees, and inflation over a 30-year timeline. Without a deliberate framework, generational assets bleed out through predictable administrative channels. Let us examine how this machine operates in the real world. Every financial instrument carries a hidden cost. Banks and legal structures extract a small percentage of value during every transfer. Over multiple decades, these small percentages compound into massive losses. Understanding this system requires looking past emotional attachment to physical property or family homesteads. Assets must perform like institutional portfolios. They must generate yield, shield principal, and transfer without triggering immediate tax liabilities. When you design an estate to withstand probate courts and inflation, the math shifts entirely. Your descendants receive a functional financial engine rather than a shrinking inheritance. Now, watch what happens when we introduce two individuals navigating this exact system. Every single transaction you execute today dictates the financial reality your children will inherit tomorrow. Most people treat estate planning as a distant chore for old age, but waiting until retirement is already too late to fix the foundational leaks in your asset structure. The modern financial landscape is engineered to slowly siphon wealth from unaware participants through automated fees, unadjusted tax brackets, and creeping administrative overhead. To break this cycle, you must treat your personal balance sheet with the rigor of a corporate enterprise. You must audit every holding, challenge every default legal assumption, and implement structural protections before statutory entities step in to claim their share. This requires a complete mental shift from passive saving to active capital defense. The institutions holding your money rely on your lack of attention, counting on the fact that most people will never open a probate law textbook or calculate the real cost of inflation over 3 decades. When you master these first principles, you stop playing a rigged game and start building a permanent financial fortress for your descendants. Let us now look closer at how two different individuals handle these exact mechanics in real time, exposing the stark divergence between total asset preservation and complete financial erosion over a 30-year timeline.
Consider Jake. Jake has brown hair and wears a blue polo shirt paired with khaki pants. He does not check the administrative numbers on his estate plan. He assumes his family home and savings will naturally transfer to his children without issue. He is unaware of the legal friction waiting for his heirs. Consider Marcus. Marcus has dark hair and wears a green sweater paired with dark jeans. Marcus checks every single number on his estate portfolio. He is calm and confident because he engineered his wealth to bypass probate entirely. Let us run the real math on both approaches over a 30-year timeline. Jake leaves a $2 million estate consisting of a primary residence and standard brokerage accounts. When Jake passes away, his family home is subject to immediate probate fees and capital gains exposure. The property was originally purchased for $200,000 and has grown to $800,000. The resulting capital gains tax liability, combined with state probate fees and legal costs, consumes $160,000 in year zero. Furthermore, Jake left his cash savings in a traditional bank account earning 0% interest, while inflation operated at a steady 3% annually. Over 30 years, inflation destroys 60% of the purchasing power of that cash reserve. The original $2 million estate suffers continuous administrative decay across two generational transitions. By the time Jake's grandchildren inherit the remaining assets, real purchasing power drops to $684,000. Now watch what happens with Marcus. Marcus structures his $2 million estate inside an irrevocable grantor trust with strategic distribution clauses. His primary residence and equity portfolio transferred directly to his heirs without triggering probate court fees or immediate capital gains triggers. The trust assets continue to compound inside broad market index funds, averaging 8.5% annual returns. Marcus also accounts for a conservative 3% inflation rate by maintaining an equity-heavy asset allocation that outpaces the cost of living. Over the same 30-year timeline, Marcus's trust assets grow to $4,600,000. After accounting for all structured trust administration costs and trustee fees totaling $22,000, his descendants receive a net asset balance of $4,578,000. The difference between Jake and Marcus is not initial income or luck. The difference is the structural elimination of administrative friction. Notice how the gap widens with every passing year. In year 10, Jake's estate has already lost significant momentum due to recurring account fees and suboptimal tax positioning, while Marcus's portfolio is accelerating its compounding curve. By year 20, the divergence becomes insurmountable. Jake's heirs are forced to sell off prime real estate holdings under duress just to cover unexpected legal liabilities and probate bottlenecks. Marcus's heirs experience seamless, automated asset transfers that require zero court intervention, allowing the principal balance to continue compounding uninterrupted through global market cycles. This mathematical divergence proves that financial survival across generations is entirely a function of architecture, not intention. If you build your financial house on quicksand, even the hardest work will eventually sink beneath the weight of statutory friction. If you build it on immutable legal structures and high-velocity compounding assets, time becomes your greatest ally rather than your silent executioner.
Here is the part nobody puts in the brochure. Traditional inheritance planning is secretly designed to extract wealth from families through mandatory legal channels. The system relies on the assumption that everyday people will not calculate the cumulative impact of probate courts and unadjusted tax brackets. Every time an asset transfers through a standard will, the state takes a cut. Executors charge percentage fees based on total estate valuation. Attorneys bill hourly rates to untangle simple property deeds. Courts mandate waiting periods that freeze liquidity during market downturns. This is the betrayal mechanism. Families believe a standard will protects their children. In reality, a standard will acts as an automated wealth extraction funnel for the legal and banking sectors. Consider the exact numbers involved in a standard probate process for a middle-class family.
An estate valued at $1 million loses between 5 and 7% to legal fees, court costs, and administrative delays before a single dollar reaches the beneficiary. That is $50,000 to $70,000 erased instantly. Then add the tax penalty of selling appreciated assets to cover those legal fees. Capital gains taxes strip another 15% from the liquidated balance. The total loss on a $1 million estate approaches $200,000 within the first 12 months following the owner passing away. This happens because the default legal path is built for friction, not efficiency. Banks and financial institutions compound this extraction by offering low-yield savings vehicles that guarantee negative real returns after inflation. When you leave $50,000 in a standard checking account across 20 years, the bank uses your float to generate massive institutional returns while paying you pennies. You're essentially paying the bank a monthly storage fee disguised as a free checking account. Marcus recognized this trap early. He bypassed traditional wills entirely by utilizing transfer on death deeds and living trusts. He removed the middleman from his family balance sheet. The banking sector relies heavily on consumer inertia, betting that you will never question why your savings yield 0.01% while inflation eats away at your purchasing power day after day. They package this extraction as safety, telling you that liquidity in a traditional checking account is worth the guaranteed loss of capital value. It is a brilliant financial magic trick. They take your hard-earned cash, lend it out at market rates, collect massive spreads, and hand you a microscopic fraction of a percent as a reward for your loyalty. When you finally pass away, the probate court steps in to finish the job, taking another heavy percentage just to hand over the remaining scraps to your grieving family. This is not an accidental byproduct of the financial system. It is a meticulously designed infrastructure of attrition that rewards passivity and punishes financial illiteracy. Every hidden fee, every probate delay, and every unnecessary tax trigger serves a single purpose: transferring wealth from private family ledgers into institutional balance sheets. Breaking free from this extraction funnel requires absolute ruthlessness in optimizing your asset architecture. You must cut out every financial intermediary that adds friction without providing proportional value. When you eliminate probate, replace low-yield banking products with high-velocity investments, and shield your property with irrevocable structures, you pull the plug on the extraction machine once and for all.
Here is the real answer. Multi-generational wealth requires 3 distinct structural pillars applied in exact sequence. First, you must eliminate probate entirely through revocable and irrevocable trusts. Second, you must anchor your asset base in broad market index funds or cash-flowing operating businesses rather than idle cash. Third, you must automate distribution rules so future generations receive capital conditionally based on financial literacy and productive output. Let us look at the practical action list ranked from highest impact to lowest impact. Step 1. Establish a living trust today and retitle your primary real estate and brokerage accounts into the trust name. This single action saves your heirs tens of thousands of dollars in future probate fees. Step 2. Audit your current investment accounts and shift all long-term capital out of low-yield savings vehicles and into equity indexes that historically outpace inflation. Step 3. Set up a structured family gifting schedule that utilizes annual tax-free exclusion limits to transfer assets gradually while you are alive. Step 4. Educate your designated heirs on cash flow management and asset preservation before they ever receive control of the principal balance. Step 5. Review your estate documentation every 5 years to align with changing tax laws and asset valuations. Here is the single number separating Jake and Marcus over 30 years.
Marcus generated a net family legacy of $4,578,000, while Jake left his family with $684,000 of purchasing power. The transformation from financial vulnerability to absolute legacy security does not happen overnight, but it begins with a single deliberate decision to rewrite your rules of engagement with the financial world. Every month you delay structuring your estate, another layer of statutory friction quietly eats away at the foundation of what you are trying to build for the people you love. Do not leave your family financial future to the default settings of the legal and banking establishment. Take total control of your asset architecture today. Eliminate the middlemen who profit from your inaction and build a financial engine designed to thrive across generations. Implement these steps with clinical precision. Remove emotion from your capital allocation decisions and watch how quickly the math begins to work in your favor instead of against you. The tools are available, the roadmap is clear, and the numbers do not lie. Now is the time to execute. If you want to run these numbers on your own situation, the link is in the description. Hit like if this connected dots for you. Subscribe to Noop Finance for more, and I will see you in the next video.